Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to discuss about today's lead code challenge, which is gas station. So as the problem statement says, we are given some n stations that are on a circular path. Okay, from each gas station we can fill some amount of gas which is given to us. Like in this case we are given 5 stations, and from station 0 we can fill 1 liter of gas. From station 2 we can fill 2 units of gas. Like this we are given 5 stations, and we are given these cost. This cost means going from station 0 to station 1, 3 units of fuel is required, and from going when going from station 1 to station 2 we need 4 units of fuel. So fuel I have written on this as an edge, and this node value represents the amount of gas that can be filled at that particular station. So in this problem what we need to tell is from which station we should start our journey, so that we can move through all the stations and reach at the starting point. And we also need to tell if it is not possible, then we need to return -1 in that case. So let us discuss when it is not possible, that we can't move through all the stations. Okay, so clearly when the sum of all the quantities of gas that we can fill from these stations, like in this case 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equal to 15. Okay, and this cost is the amount that we are going to consume, the amount of fuel that we are going to consume, that is 3 plus 4 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus 1 13 plus 2 equal to 15. If this value would have been lesser than this total of this cost, then we can say that it is not possible to go through all the stations with the given amounts of gas. Okay, so in that case we can easily return -1. In other cases, let us discuss if ever it will be possible that it is not possible to go through all the stations if we have this value to be greater than or equal to this total of this consumption cost. Okay, so let us first discuss the example 1 that is given to us. In this case, let us try to start from station 0 and try to go through all the stations. Let us check if it is possible if we start from station 0. Initially, if we start from station 0, we can fill 1 liter of petrol. Okay, and and then we can consume, then we need to consume 3 liters of petrol. Here only we are getting that it is not possible to start from station 0. Okay, let us try to start from station 1. Here what we can do is we can fill 2 liters of petrol here, but we need 4 to go to the very next station. So here also we can't even start. Let us try to start from station 2. Here we can fill 3 liters of petrol, but we need 5 liters to go to the very next station. So here also it is not possible. Let us try to start from the station 3. If we start from station 3, we can fill 4 liters of petrol, and to go to the next one, what we need 1. So after this, initially we have 0 liters of petrol. We can fill 4 liters of petrol from here, and 1 liter will be consumed. Okay, so when we reach here, initially we are having 3 liters of petrol. Okay, and so here what we have is we can again fill 5 liters. To go to the very next station we need 2 units. Okay, so what we are left with is 6 liters here. Okay, initially we have now 6 liters here. Here we can fill 1 liter, and we need to consume 3 liters. So now here we have 4 liters with us. Okay, and we can fill 2 liters. Okay, and we need to consume 4 liters to go to the very next station. So here we have now 2 liters initially, we can fill 3 liters from here, we need to consume 5 liters to go to the very next station. So when we again reach here, we have 0 liters of petrol. That's fine. We have already covered all the stations. So we can say that our answer is station 3 as given to us in this sample example. Okay, so in the constraints also it is they are saying that there is only one unique answer, so we need not worry if there was any other possible station from where we could reach. We could go through all the stations. Okay, so let's discuss how we can approach this problem. Let me take it a little bit more generic example. So let's discuss further through this example. So let us try to again start from station 0 and try to cover all the stations with a given amount of gas at each station. Let us try to start from station 0. So here we can say that we initially have 0 amount of fuel, then we are filling 3 from here, we are consuming 2 to reach to the next station, so it is giving us 1. So here we have initially 1 unit of fuel and we are filling 2 liters and then again using 3 liters here, so we are left with 0 quantity when we reach at this station. So here initially we have 0 and we are filling with 4 and we need to consume 5. So here we can see that it is giving us -1. So it means that it is not possible to reach from here from station 2 to station 3 given that we had started from station 0. Okay, so what we can say is that we need to try to start from station 1 then, if it is not possible from station 0. But from station 1 also, here only we can tell that it will never be possible to start if it is not possible to start from station 0. Why? Because if we are starting from station 0, we have reached at station 1, either we are left with 0 quantity initially, okay, when we reach at station 1, or we are left with some quantity that was in reserve. Okay, like in this case we had one unit of petrol with us. So even with some greater than equal to 0 amount, initial amount, it is not possible to go through this path. Okay, when we started from station 0, then how will it be possible to start from station 1? So we can conclude that it is not possible to pick any starting point from this path, from the station from where we earlier tried to start and to the station where we reached right now, where we faced this issue of negative fuel. Here we faced this issue. Okay, so it is just a waste if we are trying again from station 1 and then again from station 2. So it is a waste. So what we should try is, we should try from this station, because this was this particular edge was the bottleneck. We are ignoring this part as of now, so we are saying that we will try to start from this particular point. Okay, so let's try to start from this station now. Let me remove all this code. So now let's try to start from station 3. Here we initially have, let us suppose, 0 amount of gas, then we are filling 3, consuming 2. So when we reach to the next station, we already have 1 unit of gas with us. Here we can fill 1 and we need to consume 1, we are left with 1. So here initially when we reach at this station 0 now, we have 1 unit and we can fill 3 from here. We need only 2 to reach to the next, so we are left with 2. So when we reach here, we have initially 2, then we can fill 2 again, then we need only 3 to reach to the next station, we are again left with 1. So here when we reach, we have 1 and we can fill 4, we need 5 to reach to the next station, so we will be left with 0. So we have reached again to the starting point with 0 amount of fuel left with us, but we have successfully covered all our points. So we can say that station 3 is our answer in this case. If we start from station 3, we are able to cover all the gas stations with the quantities given to us. Initially I forgot to check one thing, that was the sum of all the fuel required and sum of all the fuel that is available at all the stations. So it was like 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 3 12 plus 1 13, 13 is available. And what is the requirement? Requirement is of 2 plus 3 5 plus 5 10 plus 2 12 plus 1 13. So availability is equal to requirement. So what we needed was availability should be greater than or equal to requirement. So that's why we had not returned -1. We had not said that it is not possible. We tried, it was possible to start from station 3. So more generically, let's discuss about this problem now. So let us suppose we are given this 10 stations. Okay, I am omitting writing the amount of gas available and the amount of gas required. So that's why I am discussing a little bit more generically. Let us suppose that the availability is greater than equal to the requirement. I mean the sum of all the gas available at all the stations is greater than equal to sum of required costs. Okay, I am assuming that. Okay, let us suppose I tried to start from station 0. I faced that similar issue at station 2. Issue that there was a shortage of fuel. So as I discussed with the previous example, I tried to start from station 3. Let us suppose again I face shortage here. Not as such issue, shortage. I faced shortage here, then again shortage here. Okay, so let us suppose the shortage was of amount x1, here shortage was of amount x2. Okay, so when we are then again I will try to start from station 7. So when I try to go from station 7, it is guaranteed that I will be able to cross from here with amount x1 plus x2. Okay, like here we got a shortage of x1 amount, here we got a shortage of x2 amount. So that has to be fulfilled here when we are crossing station 0 while starting from station 7. Why? Let us suppose I try to go from station 2 to station 3. There was a shortage, there would have been a shortage of x1, means the cumulative sum that I was doing, like filling the fuel and reducing the cost, filling the fuel, reducing the cost, it was coming out to be minus x1 here, from here to this point. Okay, then again when I tried to start from this point, there was again a shortage of x2 here. So I was trying to reach from station 3 to station 7. Here it means that I was reaching with value minus x2. Okay, so if I am saying that I reached with some value, when I tried to start from station 7, I reached here station 0 again. When I tried to start from station 7, I reached at station 0 with some value y. If I am saying that this y is less than x1 plus x2, okay, so for this path the cumulative sum was minus x1, for this path the cumulative sum was minus x2, for this path I am saying that the cumulative sum is plus y. Okay, initially I had said that this availability is greater than equal to requirement. Okay, so what actually this is representing is the availability minus requirement, the amount that I kept on filling from stations, and minus the requirement means minus the cost. Okay, so my assumption as per this should be greater than equal to 0. I should be left with some fuel, or at least 0 amount of fuel. So here I can say that y is greater than equal to x1 plus x2. So this is not possible. It means that -1, returning -1 with availability greater than equal to requirement is not at all possible. So now how to code this, let's discuss. So initially I will try to start from station 0. Okay, wherever I faced, initially I will assume my answer is 0. That is, even from station 0 I am assuming that I will get some path. Okay, so when I start from station 0, I faced this shortage at station 2. So then I will try to start from station 3. Here I will update my answer to 3, that I will try from station 3. Okay, and I will again empty my tank here. That is the cumulative sum that I was doing. So I will empty my tank, that is the amount I will again initialize to 0. Again I need not go back, as I already discussed. It is not there is no meaning in again trying station 1 or station 2. Okay, so after that I will start from station 3. Again, if I am facing this shortage here at station 6, again I will update my answer. I will update my answer to station 7, because I will be trying to start from station 7. Whatever the last value of answer will be there, answer will be stored. That will be our final answer. Because anyhow, if we have reached from here to here with x1 plus x2 greater than equal to x1 plus x2 amount, greater than equal to x1 plus x2 amount, we can easily go through rest of the path, through rest of the stations. So let's code now. So now let's discuss about the code that I have written. So this is already a submitted one, which is already accepted. So here what I have done is I have written a function which is giving me the sum of all the values in a vector of integers. So here first of all I am getting the sum of all the gas amount that is available at all the stations, and the sum of all the cost, that is our requirement. So in case this availability is less than this requirement, I am returning -1. Okay, so otherwise what I am doing is this n is the number of stations. I am keeping this cumulative sum to be 0. That is, what is the amount of gas that we will be left when we moved from current station to the next station. Okay, in our fuel tank. Let us suppose I am initially assuming that the index 0 will give me the answer. That is, I can start from station 0 and go through all the stations successfully. So here, as you can see, I am iterating over all the stations. I am filling the gas, reducing the cost to reach to the next station. If that cost is, if my fuel tank is showing that this value is negative, I am trying to start. It means that there is a shortage. Okay, so I am trying to start from the next station. So I am assuming that my answer will be the next station. This %n is also not required actually. This I had kept because I thought that if I am reaching at n-1 and my answer might be the station 0, but I have already tried to start from station 0. So this %n is also not required. So here I am again resetting my cumulative sum to be 0. Cumulative sum means the tank. It means amount of gas left in tank. Okay, so whatever will be the final value in answer, I am returning that. Thank you. So now talking about the time complexity of this solution. Initially, if we would have tried to start from all the stations, the time complexity would have been starting from station 0, trying to go through all the stations, starting from station 1, go through all the stations. So it would have been n square. if we would have tried to start from all the stations, order of n square. But here we are trying to start from station 0, then wherever we are facing a shortage, we are trying to start from the very next station. So we are visiting each station only, we are iterating through each station only once. So the time complexity of our solution is only order of n.